Guys, this is Basketball Star 1130. I'm back, so I'm gonna recap the weekend games from the NBA. First, I'm gonna start with the Rockets and Warriors game, and then I'm gonna preview the Nuggets and Blazers game and the Sixers and Raptors game sevens. Let's get started. So the Rockets and Warriors game was on Friday night. It was on 9 o'clock ESPN. The Rockets lost, which I was very disappointed. Now you have to think, is the Rockets championship window closing? They've been eliminated by the Warriors in the playoffs 4 of the past 5 years. So James Harden did all he could. Chris Paul was on fire. He was one player that really stepped up, but they just can't get over the hump of the Warriors. They were in prime position. The Warriors had no KD, no DeMarcus Cousins. Steph Curry didn't score at all in the first half, but Thompson was on fire in the first half. And then Thompson cooled down in the second half, but Curry lit it up in the second half. So they couldn't really contain him. And I don't like the defense the Rockets play. The Rockets play a lot iso ball, which hasn't been working in the past years. Against the Warriors, that doesn't really work just because how much floor spacing they do. The Warriors started with a big lineup. They had Andrew Bogut starting at center instead of Kevon Looney, so that's a pretty big lineup. And the Rockets' iso ball was not working very well. They played iso ball the whole game. They didn't really adjust it, so I didn't really like that. A player I was really impressed for by the Warriors was Andre Iguodala. He was lighting it up from 3. I didn't expect him to be that good. The difference in the games is obviously down the stretch the Rockets weren't making shots, really. The Rockets were very efficient from 3. Both teams were. The Rockets were more in the first half, and the Warriors caught up in the second half. But the difference is the Warriors bench scored 33 points, and the Rockets bench scored 17 points. So that's almost half. The Rockets bench scored almost half of what the Warriors bench did. The Warriors bench isn't really that prolific. I mean, the main Warriors bench players in the game were Kevon Looney. He provided some nice rebounding. Jordan Bell played for the first time in the series, I think, against the Warriors. Quinn Cook obviously gives you some threat from range from 3, but the Rockets were in prime position, and you have to think now, was this their last hope? Is their championship window closing? I think Harden was thinking that. Harden and Paul, that team was doing everything they could, but at the end of the day, the Warriors are too overpowering. And by the way, DeMarcus Cousins is aiming to come back in the West Finals, which game 1 is Tuesday. They play the winner of the Blazers and Nuggets. Let's get into that. So the Trailblazers and Nuggets play at 3:30 on ABC. Some key players in this game. If CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard are hot, they're kind of hard to beat. Enes Kanter provides some nice rebounding. He's been really nice since Yusuf Nurkic suffered that injury at the end of the season. He's been a really good key contributor for them. But Damian Lillard's going to light it up probably. CJ McCollum's on fire. Those two are a dynamic duo. But I think my prediction is the Nuggets will win because... The Nuggets will win because I know they're a young team, but they're an up-and-coming team, and that's the other thing with the Rockets. The Rockets might not have another chance to win the West because the Warriors are dominant. The Nuggets are coming up. The Spurs are always experienced. The Clippers are a rebuilding team, hoping to get big-name players in free agency, and the Trailblazers are hot at the right time, too, so the Rockets might be doomed there. But anyways, back to the Nuggets game. Yep, I think the Nuggets win because Nikola Jokic, obviously a beast. Jamal Murray plays a key role for them. And I think this game will go to overtime because they were fiery the other night. Will Barton and Seth Curry got into it, Steph Curry's brother. So Seth Curry and Steph Curry could play each other in the Western Conference Finals. So, yeah, if the Trailblazers win. Now on to the 76ers and Raptors game that is on at 7 o'clock on TNT tonight. I think the 76ers will win, even though the Raptors are home, but I think the 76ers will win because they have Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons needs to step it up a little, but they have Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons does not shoot. He just doesn't shoot. He only goes around the basket. He's a great passer, but he can't do a jump shot. He can't do a 3. He's only made 1 3 between his college and NBA career, which was a 1 year at LSU, 1 3. So, the 76ers will win because they have, next to the Warriors, I think they have the best starting 5. You got Ben Simmons, JJ Redick, Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid. And the Raptors, obviously, they have Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry in the playoffs hasn't been himself yet, so that's that's about it, guys. So 2 Game 7s today. Warriors knock out Rockets. Warriors knock out Rockets. 2 Game 7s today. That's about it. Bye.